All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Forex Academy War Room. Today is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. I'm going to show you the trades that I'm currently in live. I'm going to show you a limit order that I placed this morning and a couple of trades that we took that were winners. I'm also going to show you a loser that we took and then a couple of trades that I'm currently watching. So we'll start off with the pound to the Japanese yen. I'm going to try to explain to you why I took these and explain the VMS strategy to you. So here we had a high that pulled back into moderate support. There was an engulfing candle right here. That engulfing candle had 86. If you look over here, it's the second number right there is the volume that we're looking for. And it corresponds with this candle that is vertical. And the momentum is this line down here. So engulfing candle, very strong engulfing candle. This is one when did I take this? Must have been yesterday morning. I put in a limit order. This is where I put my limit order in. We got filled and we're currently in the market. It did pull against us for a while overnight and has been recovering since. I checked this market this morning at 5 a.m. and the 15-minute chart had a volume of 91. And so that's a pretty good sign that there's buyers that are stepping in here. You can see that momentum's not overly low, but it is making divergence here now. And so when we took the trade, we did have momentum was down to 32, I think, if I remember right, and it did start hooking up. So structure, it made a new high, did a pullback into support, and then gave us an engulfing candle. That's structure. Volume was at 86 on both, and which is within our parameters. And then just as a bonus, this morning volume is up to 91. The next one that we're in currently is Canadian dollar to the Swiss franc. Here's one that we took as a winner, and we took this one from a shooting star setup. So we have a candle here, shooting star candle, followed by an engulfing candle. We got in right in this area, market played out, and we took a win on that one. This one currently, we took it because the market did pull back into a key resistance area, and you can see the strength of this support here. It bounced into it right in this area, so this was our target. We had volume was at 93, so I'm going to put my cursor on that line and look over to the left down here. Second number over to the right is 93. That's all we needed on this one. I still am very confident this market's going to go up. And here you can see that momentum was extremely low at minus 98. So that's why I got into that one. Swiss franc to the Japanese yen is one that we got into recently this week. I think that was a yesterday morning trade. And here is what it is currently doing. Let me get rid of this line right here. That's kind of in our way. Okay, so this needs to come over here. And this is, I posted this on TradingView and both of the Facebook groups. I have a public group and a private group. And so anyhow, so this one made a new high, pulled back into what I considered to be strong support, gave me the trigger signals I was looking for it to come out and go higher. And that's currently what it's doing, not trying to count my chickens before they hatch. I've seen these go right up to the profit and then turn around and take you out. So we'll just hopefully we set everything in place correctly. The limit order that I currently have is in the US dollar to the Canadian dollar, and I'll show you why I'm doing this. Oh, you might even see us actually get filled here. So the market has been in a very strong downtrend, as you can see right here. We've got lots of lights, little swing lows, new lows, But now the market is coming into what I consider to be a strong support zone. Here we have three separate touches that all resulted in a major move of some sort. And it came back, so price action currently came back into that zone right here, and then started coming out of it and gave us on this candle, gave us a 81 volume on the 4-hour chart, and the 1-hour chart was an 89 volume. So what I did is I calculated where I had to have my stop loss, and I used the ATR for that. Take the swing low minus the ATR would give me what my stop loss is, and then I put the take profit at where I think would be a reasonable take profit, and then I adjust my my limit order accordingly. And most of the time I get filled on limit orders, and so I'm asking the market to fill me at my price, not what their price is. The two that I'm currently watching are Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar. I'll show you that real quick. Then I'll show you one or two of the winners that we took. So this market is in a 1, 2, 3 down trend. So here's the first leg, 1, 2, 3. Now what I'm looking for is that fourth leg right here to come up to this what I consider to be a pretty good resistance zone, and then give me some kind of rejection up here. At the same time, what I need is for the momentum to move up to a higher level and then give me a hook to go down. Australian dollar to the Japanese yen. Maybe. There it is. So this is one that, again, I feel that it's in a 1, 2, 3 downtrend. And so I'm looking for that fourth leg to come up here into, this really isn't all that great of resistance, but I'm seeing this area right here as a possibility. So I want it to come up, hit this, and then give me some rejection right at this area. Momentum needs to come up higher and then give me a sell-off or a hook down, and I'll be interested in looking at this market. A couple of them that we took as some winners, and I just want to explain the VMS strategy to you. This is one. Okay, so again, this is euro dollar to the dollar. You can see that we were in a nice little uptrend. Here's the swing high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we had a pullback into what I felt was moderate support, but we had some really good rejection here, and the 4-hour had a volume of 92, which is just almost, you almost never see that. So I was pretty anxious to get into this market, but I still had to do a limit order because when I got into it, the market pricing was way up here. And so I put in a limit order down here, got filled, and then took our 2-to-1 profit on it. But the reasons for it, uptrend, and then a new high, pull back into support. We have momentum here is divergent, hooking up, engulfing candle here, and strong volume. So that is the VMS system. I'll show you one more. This is the euro to the Swiss franc, if I can find it. There it is. Okay, this is the last one, guys. Oh, and then I'll show you the loss. How's that? So here's a win that we took, and again, it is uptrend, breaks the high, pulls back into the support zone, which is all of this right here. You can see now, to me, this is a strong support zone. Okay, look at all that. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 for sure, 5. You've got 5 touches in here that price action has reacted from, and that's what we're looking for. So pulled out. Here's the engulfing candle right there. You can look down here again, second number. You can see that this particular one on the 4-hour chart had a volume of 91, which is just crazy high. Okay. So now, and we also had momentum was low and went divergent. See how this is right here? Actually, that's confluent, but this is what I'm looking for. It kind of like, balls up like a spring or something. It's just getting ready to just burst out of there. Okay, and the loss, I took a loss in euro to the Canadian dollar. And it doesn't always work out. But here was the loss. So we were, to me, I felt we were in a downtrend. Here's 1, 2, 3. And then we came back up into what I felt was moderate resistance. And we had the engulfing candle right here. You can see that red candle right there. We had momentum was high and hooked down. And I think volume was at 89. So that was one that I took, and it went for a while, and then it took us out. So, but I have a fantastic risk management set in place, and my risk to reward is 2 to 1. So obviously, out of 10 trades, I can lose 5 and still make money. Okay, guys, that's it for, if you have any questions about the VMS, my goal here is to teach other people how to do this. This is over 20 plus years of being involved in markets of some form or another, and I've always been a technical trader, so that's all I've ever looked at as charts. And these 22 or 23 pairs that I watch, I've been watching for over a year. And I've applied the VMS strategy to them. I do this daily. I post in TradingView. Just look up my name and you'll see it in there. And also I have Facebook sites. And all of this information for right now is free for everybody. There are options you have to join my private group if you want, but you don't have to. You can get all the information without that. I just go a little bit deeper into it. So, okay. Have a fantastic day. I'll try to make these videos as often as I can for you.